Hello and welcome to more Banjo Tooie! It feels so good to be saying those words because we have not made an episode of this in almost a month. So I guess before we get right back into things, I should explain why exactly it was gone for so long. I actually moved from California all the way over to New York. I moved about 3 weeks ago, but my luggage, all of my consoles and all my games, all my stuff, only got here a couple of days ago, so I can only now get back to it. So sorry for the long downtime, guys, but we are back. Banjo Tooie's back in full swing, and we're gonna get right to it. Now, I'm gonna make reference to a lot of things that happened in the last episode because we are still in the same stage, so you might want to go rewatch that just as a refresher, but if you already know this game, if you already know this stage, you can probably just keep watching. Let's go ahead, go up to Jam Jars here. He requires 35 notes. Let's talk to him and get a new move. Hey, buddy. Listen up to what you're told. On the edges you can now hold. Move along with the greatest of ease. Button X to attack what you please. Very well. I guess that'll be all. See ya, Jam Jars. I believe that is the last move we can get from him in this area. And all he does with that move is allows us to grab onto ledges, which I completely failed to do. There you go. Now we can grab onto ledges. And as he was saying, we can press X to attack as well. So now that we can grab that, let's go ahead, grab that Jinjo. We also have this guy right here we could talk to. Hey, buddy. Nano back. Okay, well, we can't quite understand him. That's okay. Let's just move on. Right over there is a wigwam, but I don't want to go into that quite yet. Let's just grab this little warp pad. Let's move on up this way. So here we have a little, I guess, a temple. I don't know what to call this, but let's just go up to the right here because there's going to be a Cheeto page up on that ledge. And now that we have the grab ability, we can actually go get that. So we just want to go up here and grab onto the edge. Let's do that fancy backflip. Got it! Alright, and there's going to be some snapdragons here, so we want to wait a little bit and make sure we attack them, because if they do hit us, we'll fall right off the ledge and have to do it all over again. Oh my gosh, just like that. Gosh dang it. Well, it is great to be back to Banjo Tooie. Let's go and actually kill that guy. I might drop down and actually try to grab that health. But here we can grab another Cheeto page, so that's awesome. Let's grab this health, because I took 2 points of damage from that gosh dang fall. I got hurt, and then I hit the floor. It was not good. Now, if we go to the other side of the temple, we can go up on another ledge, and that one will have a sign. And what that tells us is if we press the joystick very lightly, we can tiptoe, which is actually useful because right up here, there's this noisy bedding material. If we step on it too hardly, it's going to... Hardly? Is that the word for it? I don't know. It's going to wake up the snake guy, and he's going to eat that Jiggy. So our goal is to tiptoe across this stuff without waking him up. However, tiptoeing is very slow, and I actually have a faster tactic that'll work. So all we do is drop down here, he'll spit it back out. Now, tiptoeing is probably the easiest way, but let me see if I can do the fancy tricks on the first try here. So at the top right here, there's actually a little spot that has no bedding material. So if we go into a talent shot, we can jump, press B, boom, we grabbed it without hitting the bedding, so we didn't wake him up. All right, screw tiptoeing. So now, let's go inside this temple. We opened this one up last time as well using the Golden Goliath. And inside here, we have the code chamber. This is where you activate my cheats. Stand on this podium if you want to know how. Well, I'd like to know how to activate cheats. I kind of need those. I'm not very good at this game. You must spell out the cheat code I have given you. Use the left stick to move the aiming sight and press triggers to fire. Okay. Well, I don't know if it was last episode, but at some point in the playthrough, we got a cheat code that was homing. We got that from the stop and swap thing, so let's go ahead and enter that cheat code. See if I can actually do this. Aiming for this very finicky. There we go, entered homing. The homing cheat will make eggs home in on baddies. I guess you guys probably could have assumed what that was going to do, but the cheat code is actually not activated. We have to come over here and actually enable it. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And now, if we have these baddies, we can actually just shoot a little bit off, and you can see it kind of homes in towards them. If you shoot too far off, it's not going to work. Oops, I did not mean to go back to the cheat codes. I'm done with this. So yeah, that helps with the aiming a little bit, but not too much. Now, it also works in first person, and that's why I was mentioning that one mission with the flies. It's probably a good idea to get that first if you're having trouble aiming at those, but anyways, let's go back down here to that wigwam. Let's actually go inside. There's another one of those stony guys, but you could assume that if we talk to him, he's same thing as the last one, gonna talk in gibberish. We can't really communicate with them right now. But first, let's go back here, grab a Globo, because inside here is going to be another shaman. Wumba. Big Heap, welcome to little... Oh, did he call me Big Head? I think she said head. Oops. Yeah, this is Hubba Wumba. She's very much like Mumbo in that she wants Globos. I don't understand why, but she's obsessed with Globos, so we gotta bring her that one we just got. Let's give it to her, and she'll give us some magics. So we just throw it right into her magic purple stuff. Magic ready. Yes, let's jump into the pool. That seems very safe. It's not radioactive or anything. So we'll jump inside, and it's going to turn us into a Stony. All right. So now we can actually go and talk with those little guys that we've been seeing all over the place. We can also use the X button to attack, like she said. The downside to this form is that this thing is gosh dang slow as butts. I don't like being slow, but I guess that's what we got to deal with. Let's go down here and talk to this guy, see what he has to say. Most of these guys are just going to have random tips. Can I grab eggs? Heck yeah, I can. Sick. They're just going to have tips about random stuff. Under the strong rocks, you will find many surprises. Yeah, very, sometimes kind of vague. Ow. You gosh dang, butted! You got him. All right. So we're actually going to take this warp pad right here. Let's go back to the world entry. Now, there's a good reason for this. At the very start of the stage, I showed off there was a honeycomb that we could not quite reach. But now we're tiny, so we can actually fit inside this gap and grab it. Oh yeah, we're up to 3 of those right now, which is pretty awesome. Now, the next place I want to get to is actually up by the Golden Goliath, but this guy is so slow that I'm just going to edit right over there, so I'll see you guys in a second. All right, here we are. So I want to go over this way to this little, I don't know what this place is. I know this place is associated with kickball. I'm not sure if there's an official name for this particular area. Well, let's go talk to the big guy. Hey there, I'm Banjo the Stony. Can I come in and play? I don't know, that backpack looks kind of familiar. Are you saying we're a barren bird in an elaborate disguise trying to cheat our way in? Yeah, he's on to us. He definitely knows that we're Banjo and Kazooie, but I don't think he cares too much, so he's going to let us right in anyways. Let's go inside, play some kickball. So first, of course, we're going to grab this warp pad. Oh, the Mayan kickball stadium, that's what it is. But right down here is a training area, so let's go and train her a little bit. Get our skills all primed up and ready to go. So this minigame's actually pretty simple. All you do is you touch the ball, that'll grab it, and you can hold the right trigger or left trigger, let go, and it kicks it. Pretty simple. So that's all we really have to do. You can also press X to attack. You can use that to kind of sneak in front of enemies to grab their balls. You might also be able to hit them and steal their balls as well. Let's go up. We got 3 rounds of the tournament to do here, so let's get right to it. The Amateur Kickball Championship. So we're going to enter the quarterfinals. That's kind of awesome. We just waltz right in here and go right to the quarterfinals. Do not even have to do anything. I don't know why we get such a easy boost, but that's what we're rocking. Let's do it. So we have 3 different enemies right here, and we have to outscore all of them. This is a 4-person free-for-all right here. So the best Stony win. I guess I will. So all we have to do is yellow balls are going to spawn everywhere. We just have to grab them. Oh my gosh, those little jerk butts. And each ball you score is going to be worth 2 points. So it's kind of awesome like that, I guess. But it's pretty simple. These guys are not very smart. And most importantly, they're all kind of... Ow! Gosh dang it! They're all kind of competing with each other, so they tend to keep each other's scores kind of low. Oh my gosh, he didn't even kick it far enough to get it in there. So now, once you get them all bunched up like this, it's usually pretty simple because they tend to all go the same way. The AI is kind of dumb like that. And they're kind of... You see that? They're just like spazzing back and forth, kicking the ball around. So I'm just kind of walking around. I'm very much faster than them, so I can just keep stealing the balls. Very easy. And I get it. Come on, get that last one. I guess I didn't get the last point, but I have more points than all of them combined. So that was pretty easy. Of course, things are going to get a little bit more tricky, a bit more challenging in the extra rounds. We got 2 more to go here. Let's go get right to it. Look at that fire. Gosh dang, it's beautiful. Hey, buddy. These guys do not look very friendly. Those shorts look... Hey, your mom looks stupid. What the heck, bro? I don't know why he's bashing on my shorts. I don't know why we're wearing shorts. I guess just because Banjo and Kazooie wear those. So now we have red balls. We have yellow balls and red ones. The red ones are actually bad. What you want to do with those is throw those into your opponent's goals. And what that'll do is make them lose 1 point. So right now, yellow has some points. I want to get that into there. Did I get that? Got it. So ideally, I can keep all their scores at 0. So as long as you keep track of who scores, you can definitely make use of the red balls. Looks like yellow and purple just scored, but I've got a pretty good lead right now. I'll just try to keep their scores low. Oh my gosh, I missed. Purple's up to 4 right now, but still not that much. Poor red guy is at 0 still. Yep, there he goes. He scores. And come on, get in there. Let's get to some purple as well for no particular reason. Once again, more points than all of them combined. I'm actually doing pretty decent right now. Sometimes this goes a little bit poorly and it doesn't work out so well, but I'm doing okay right now. I'm pretty happy about this. All right, let's go to the third and final round right here. Oh my gosh, the finals. That didn't take very long. You've no chance of becoming champion. Well, I beg to differ. May the best Stony win. Let's do it. So now we have a third type of ball. These are the black star balls, and what those will do, you can shoot those at your enemies to actually stun them. Oh my gosh, purple just scored a lot. I gotta be careful with purple. Let's go kick the red ball into them. Oh, red took the red ball from me and then kicked it into purple. How about that? So we've got to make sure we get ahead of purple right here. It looks like we're doing okay. I keep missing with the stuns, though. Get out of my way. Who do I want to put this on? I guess I'll put it on red. Yellow has taken a pretty good amount of points right now, though. Oh my gosh, purple just scored a lot. Okay, let's get this away from purple. Let's just get as many points as I can. Oh, as long as yellow scores and red scores, that's fine. Oh my gosh, I just stunned everyone. I'm still winning. I can still win this. Yep, I'm fine. I think, yeah, there's no way I can lose right now. Got it. All right, guys, all 3 rounds of the kickball tournament are ours. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead, get our reward. Too choked up for words. Well, for that, we get a Jiggy. Now, once again, we gotta head out to the next area, but the Stony is so gosh dang slow. I'm just gonna meet you guys over there. All right, this time I wanted to go next to this spot right here because we do want to go inside this little tiny door we broke open. This one was once again with the Golden Goliath last time. And once we're inside here, we want to talk to this guy. Hey, buddy. To free the trapped one, the sun must rise before the moon, and a star, a second moon, and a second sun. Gosh dang it. Okay, so what he just told us is actually a code that we have to go put in. That was a kind of a complicated code, so let me read that one more time. So we have to go sun, moon, star. Sun, moon, star, moon, sun. Sun, moon, star, moon, sun. Okay, let's go see if I can actually remember that. Sun, moon, star, moon, star. Okay, we're gonna go get this warp pad, and let's go enter this. Sun. I think we just go back and forth. So sun, moon, star. Yeah, we just go back and forth. That's actually pretty simple. And once we do that, we'll open the door right in front of us. I think there's like 3 different codes that I can have. The code's gonna be different every time, but I think it only pulls from like 3 possible codes. Don't quote me on that, I'm not positive, but I think that's how it works. So here we have Dilberta. We saved them, and unfortunately, we can't actually get any reward from them quite yet. Right inside here is a boulder. They asked us to break it for them. We can't do that yet, so we're gonna have to come back to this stage once we have a new ability from another stage to open that one. So at this point, I'm actually done with the Stony form. Let's go back to Humba's. And we're gonna change back to Banjo, so let's go do that real quick. All right, let's hop inside and go back to Banjo. Hooray, we did it! And also Humba Wumba gives us a little bit of information. This Wumba magic does not need a Globo next time, so you can change for free. So basically you pay her once, and then you can use the transformation as often as you like, which is pretty cool. But let's head back to the warp pad once again. We're going all over the place, but that's just kind of what the stage requires. So we're gonna go back here, back to the prison compound, which is the area we were just in. But we want to be here as Banjo and Kazooie rather than the Stony form. And we want to go to the top right here. And I want to climb up these guys, because there's something up here. Ow, gosh dang it, Kazooie. Can you not smash your face into the ground? So we want to go up here. I guess we can grab these while we're here, but I don't care too much about that. What I want to do is go up on this ledge, climb across, and you can see there's some boots right there, because down at the left is actually a swamp, and it has some pretty nasty monsters inside of it that we want to avoid. Not exactly Shrek. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Did I just completely overshoot that? Oh my god. Wow! Well, that is not what I had in mind. Thanks, dude. I have no idea how I managed to overshoot that badly. That was kind of embarrassing, but we got attacked by the swamp monster. Let's go ahead, grab the boots, get across here safely, and just grab us a Jiggy. The downside, we cannot exactly jump up there with these boots in hand. Ow. But if we get hit, I guess that'll cancel it. We could have also just waited for the timer. Now, one more time, I'm going to do an edit here. I'm going to grab these boots, go back across, and I'm actually going to meet you guys back at the entrance to the level. Okay, let's go ahead, take the warp pad back to the entrance to the level. Now, during that edit, I actually killed a couple of enemies just to get some HP back. Also, once again, back in the last episode with the Golden Goliath, we kicked this boulder open, and I believe that the one Stony that said there's stuff hidden underneath the boulders, whatever, I think he was referring to that. But we want to fly up here and actually go this way back to the Mayan Kickball Stadium, because there's actually a Jinjo right here that we want to grab. So let's get on top of it. Now, you want to be very careful with where you drop down. Wait until you see the shadow, because it always seems like you're further ahead than you actually are. So if you drop down a little bit too soon, you're going to feel it. You're going to totally miss and have to redo the fly. And now we actually want to go all the way over this way to this little temple we opened up last time. We're going to grab that Cheeto page and go inside. See if I can get this properly. Got it! Alright, let's head inside. And this is actually going to drop us down to a little bit of a special area. This is in the treasure chamber, but in a different part of it. And technically the area we're about to go to is not part of Mayhem Temple. It's technically part of like the 5th stage in the game. But don't worry about that too much. I'm just going to head over here and get a Jiggy. So that's all we're doing. We just want to go right over here, and once again we have a little portion with this bedding. If we step on that too heavily, it's going to wake him up. We could tiptoe, but once again, there's a strategy to kind of get around that. So let's go right up here. If we land on this side of this little flame, we can just jump right across. And there we go. So all we had to do is go up here, steal this treasure. And we want to take this all the way back to the treasure chamber. All the way back through this ridiculously long tunnel. I have no idea why it's so long, but that's what we're doing. It's probably also a good time to point out that Banjo basically has no butt. It's just completely flat. There's like no buttocks there at all. But let's take this back into the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's go, Banjo. I'm not sure how he's holding that, but once you get into this area, it might confuse you. It looks like we actually lost the treasure. It kind of confused me the first time I did this, but we do still have the treasure. It's still in our inventory. We just have to drop down here. I'm not sure why we're not still carrying it, but there you go. We toss it down here. Target Zan's all happy. We brought his priceless relic thingy back to him. And for that, of course, we're going to get a Jiggy. So just get through this text right here. Yes, give us a Jiggy, please. Thank you. So we have to climb and get that. And you know what, guys? At this point in the game, this is all we can do. There is actually one more Jiggy inside Mayhem Temple, but we need another move from a different stage to come get that. Now, technically we could do it now. There is an exploit to make it happen, but it's very difficult to pull off, and honestly, it's a little bit too exploity for my taste for this playthrough, so we'll come back once I have the move. Speedruns take advantage of the trick, but oh well. For here, we're going to be done, so let's go check our totals. I'll show you guys. We do indeed have everything except for one Jiggy. So we have 9 out of 10 Jiggies, all the notes, all the Jinjos, all of the jam jars, honeycombs. There's actually one more Cheeto page as well. I forgot about that. But there's also a Globo. So we'll come back, get that extra Cheeto page, and the last Jiggy some other time. But guys, for today, that is going to be it for this episode. We will come back next time and go on to the next stage. I'll see you guys then. Take care.